Good evening, everyone. So today is James Arthur night, and we're going to continue with the PW's James Arthur's X Factor tour. And what that means is this is the final recording of the James Arthur tour. This is him singing Impossible. Obviously, that iconic song that we've all become to love and know as James Arthur's. I know it's Chantel's, but it is what we all know as James Arthur's. Come on, let's be honest. So this is the moment he sings it before the decision has been made on the final. And what I might do is I might do a live reaction to the James Arthur singing Impossible after he's crowned champion, and then we can almost compare the two if you like. But anyway, without further ado, let's crack on with this. Let's see the impossible dream come to life. Let's see him singing Impossible. Let's go.
James Arthur.
I remember years ago, someone told me I should take caution when it comes to love.
I love this, love it.
I did, and you were strong and I was not. My illusion, my mistake. I was careless, I forgot I did. And now, when all is done, there is nothing to say. You have gone so effortlessly. You have won, you could go ahead, tell them all I know now. Shout it from the rooftops.
So the question to you guys, where were you when this was happening? Were you there at the actual final? Or were you at home? Were you at a friend's house? I'm curious. Put it in the comment section below right about now and let me know.
Write it on the skyline. All we had is gone now. Tell them I was happy and my heart is broken. All my scars are open. Tell them what I hoped would be impossible. Impossible. Impossible.
I'm glad I paused it because I was just about to say, if I remember rightly, throughout this performance, Nicole was very, very subdued. Very, very subdued. She was sort of sat there, head down, straight, almost very much a picturesque moment of what she is like right now. Very, very, mellow. And obviously we've come to know Nicole along the way, in that she is always sort of in her chair, animated, going crazy, really, really supporting her team. But yeah, I noticed this, and I just noticed it then, as well as back then, that she was very, very subdued at this point in the song. But ladies and gentlemen, what can we say about James Arthur so far? It is fantastic. I love the voice. It's just incredible each time. It really is.
Falling out of love is hard. Falling for betrayal is worse. Broken trust and broken hearts. I know. Thinking all you need is there. Building faith on love and words. Empty promises will wear. I know it now. When all is done, there is nothing to say. And if you're done with embarrassing me on your own,
go on, James, sing it.
oh, you can go ahead, tell them all I know now. Shout it from the rooftops, write it on the skyline. All we had is gone now. Tell them I was happy and my heart is broken. All my scars are open. Tell them what I hope would be impossible.
Love the crowd. Love it. Look at them. thousands and thousands of people. I think if I was there and I was sat right at the back, I'd be quite disappointed, because looking at the distance from the back to the front right now, I know there's TVs everywhere, but you wouldn't necessarily see him. And if I was going to go and see James Arthur, I would want to be right in his face. That's all I'm saying. I want to see the man.
And I remember years ago, someone told me I should take caution when it comes to love. I did.
Wait for it! Wait for it! Are you ready? Let's go.
Tell them all I know now. Shout it from the rooftops, writing on the skyline. All we had is good news. So the road was something.
Yes,
And my
Nicole!
heart is broken.
Yes! Love it! Look at Nicole. That's the Nicole we love and know. Go on, Nicole. Yes, James Arthur. So you guys have heard me talk about James Arthur in so many different ways and the different transitions that he has. And when he usually covers something, he starts off with the originality of the song. He sort of sings as it was meant to be. He then, he makes it more of a modern transition. So he makes it more upbeat, makes it more modern, and then the final transition is James Arthuring it. And what I mean by James Arthuring it is a prime example right then. That song was sung exceptionally well, but in comparison to his capability, a little bit subdued in some ways. Now, I'm not criticising, just before anyone jumps on me. Subdued in the sense of there wasn't enough James Arthuring, and then of course he saves the best till last, and it hits that point where you think that the song is going to end, and then BAM! It's like a massive explosion, and he absolutely smashes the song with the James Arthur-esque right at the end, and he properly James Arthured it without a shadow of a doubt. A Star Is Born right here. He has been incredible throughout this whole series with his music, with his singing capability, his range, his personality, talking about his journey, just to name a few things. But this year, or that year, 2012, there wasn't a point where I thought he wasn't going to win it for me. I thought from the beginning, that moment that I saw him do his Talisa cover, I genuinely thought that he was going to win it, because he was that good, and that's why I've been a massive fan of his since 2012 and since that audition, because he came in with something that was completely different to what I've ever seen before, rather than the majority singers coming in, singing a song how it's meant to be, singing a song in its original tone, key, whatever it might be, and then copying. He comes in and he completely smashes it out of the park, turns it on its head, and with this song he does the same. How many of you have actually listened to the song Chantel's Impossible? I'm curious, because I hadn't up until James Arthur sung it in the final. I'm just being honest, but yeah, I'm just curious, really curious. Anyway, guys, let me know what you thought about this performance. Let me know whether you thought what I've just described and what I've said about the song was what you thought. Obviously, I don't mind if it isn't, of course, because I try and promote honesty and allowing everyone to discuss their own opinion and their own thoughts, because I think it's very, very valuable for everyone to do that. I thought, like I said, the majority of this at the beginning obviously sung exceptionally well by an incredible artist. was subdued in comparison to his other songs. However, he then moved on to what we thought was the end of the song, and then he James Arthured it beyond any sort of James Arthuring I've ever seen before, and he absolutely smashed it, and I thought he did an incredible job. So guys, let me know what you thought. Let me know what you thought. Did you think he was really good? Did you think it was okay? Do you think he was the rightful winner throughout the whole of this series? Or did you think someone else? And if so, who? And let me know whether you want me to do a live reaction to James Arthur, obviously singing Impossible again, but after he has been announced as the winner of the X Factor 2012. Let me know. I'm curious, because if you do want it, then I'll be more than happy to do it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. It's been an absolute pleasure. Love doing James Arthur nights, and let's hope it continues. I'm still on the journey at the moment to try and link up with James Arthur for a live reaction. So I am in talks with a few things at this moment in time. So we'll see what happens. But I never give up on my dreams, and I will continue to pursue them. And that's just me. So anyway, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will speak to you all soon. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I am PW, Prince Weasley, and I do a number of live reactions to various different artists and musicians, and videos of artists who do lots of singing. I've done a lot of James Arthur, as you can see, Dalton Harris, Queen, BBC Radio 1 Live Lounge, there's The Voice UK, just to name a few. But if you are interested, then check out the description just below. There's plenty of links there to other videos I've done. But for now, I will bid you farewell, and I will speak to you all soon. Have a lovely evening, and I will catch up with you tomorrow for Dalton Harris evening. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.